Problems have got a way of hiding. They've got a way of sneaking behind your back, under the bed, in the darkest spots where you'll not be able to see it. And this is what happened in the book of Jonah. The Bible says that Jonah paid a fare to come in, to get on board into the boat and go to Tarshish, where he was not supposed to go. This is a problem that it's coming into your space. The problem paid for residential fee. The problem has paid rent. The problem has paid fare into the boat. Now the problem is on board with other passengers. And this problem is sailing and is going. And because the sea, we call it like it's the creation of God. It's more like we always say that the sea cleans itself. And if ever there is something that is dirty, the sea will want to get rid of it quickly. And here is the water feeling the presence of the problem and say, no. I cannot interact with this problem. I have to get rid of it. But the problem is in the boat. So the waters now is trying to get rid of the boat because the problem is in the boat. From there, what we see, the problem continues to hide. While the sea was raging, people are trying to even take out the cargo so that the boat is not heavy. Now the problem is just still there, asleep. The Bible says that in chapter 1 of Jonah, verse 6, that the captain had to go and wake up Jonah. He was fast asleep. Problem was just calm there. Problems have got a way of just staying calmly while you are busy raging, while you are busy sweating. And the problem is just there, settled, waiting for you to lose everything. Then here wakes up the problem, Jonah. And when Jonah wakes up, the captain says, can you perhaps pray? Pray. Sometimes you will be praying alone, praying against the problem, and the problem is quiet. Or the person who embodied the problem is not bothered. Jonah was not bothered. But the captain is saying, hey, we've been praying here, you've been sleeping, wake up and pray. Perhaps your God can hear us. And sometimes you just have to tell a person to say, hey, pray. Perhaps when you pray, God will hear us in this problem because you are the problem. But Jonah prayed. The captain of the ship, of course, with the men that were trying to fight the raging sea, prayed. But that was not the solution at that moment. Where is the solution? Here's the solution. In chapter 12, Jonah chapter 1, verse 12. The Bible says that, and he said to them, pick me up and throw me into the sea, then the sea will become calm for you. For I know that that this is the great tempest for I know that this great tempest is because of me. Now the problem is admitting, and he's saying, I am the problem. This is what I've done. And when they heard that, because sometimes when people confess and say, I am the problem, I have done this and this and this, we still want to keep the problem. The Bible says that when they tried to row the boat so that they can put the problem, they can package the problem properly. Sometimes we don't want to break the problem. We just want to say, okay, problem. We don't want to break people. We think that, if I do this, my hands will be filthy. So they were trying to go and deliver the problem inland. But the Bible says, no, 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 no. The sea wouldn't allow them. It was raging that the boat could not be controlled. Then, when they now see that they cannot solve a problem, they started praying to God, God, please forgive us. We're about to do this mess with our own hands. Please pardon us, cleanse our hands. This is not our war. He said we must do it ourselves. As soon as they got rid of the problem, the sea was now back into its order. They got rid of the problem. And why were they throwing cargoes? Why do we behave like that when we've got problem? Why don't we just pray first? Why don't we attack the problem first at hand? Because they started throwing cargo. They started doing all this kind of things. They were busy, but not solving the problem. Because the problem was aside. No one wants to talk about it. No one wants to touch it. No one wants to attend to it. Everyone, they're just thinking, or okay, this is the right thing to do. Oh, let's do this, let's do that. The problem was packed asleep there. But as soon as they got rid of the problem, the sea became calm. But who? How many of you confess? How many of you can be bold as Jonah and says, okay, I see there's a problem in this workplace. I am the cause of the problem. I'm the one who caused this problem. How many of you in your marriages can say, I am the problem. The reason why you are sick, my wife, the reason why my husband, you are sick is because of me. Whom amongst you will say, there's a problem, a huge problem that is happening in this family, and I'm the one who caused it? Who of you will raise a hand and say, I am the problem? I am the problem. Deal with me and leave the rest. Because that is the greatest saving of other people's lives and misery. When you quickly confess your problem and say, okay, I have this problem. I am the one who flee from God. I am the one who has done wrong. Please forgive me. Let me just move on. Let me go on about to solve this problem. This problem is for me to solve, not for all of you, because everybody now in the boat was trying to solve a problem that Jonah caused, which they couldn't. They don't know. They were not there when God was talking to Jonah. It was just Jonah and them. So colleagues, let's learn. Go read the Bible and better understand what happened here. This is what I got as my understanding. Jonah is saying, I am the problem. Deal with me, then you will be fine. Let's meet in the next episode.